They just screamed and drove by. Um, Today is June 3rd, 22. Before to today, I go in Penny's, JC Penney's on West Tusk in Canton, Old Canton Center Mall. Um, some idiot comes in. Do you find the tape of those asses beating the hell out of her? Good, now we can take care of it. It's like, shut up. Okay. June 1st, I'm in the BMV on Whipple Avenue. Some women walk in and look at me. They're like, we told the FBI they need to make it up to her. They do. Okay. This whole thing is ridiculous. I talked to Altman Hospital because people have stalled and not done their job, where they had the tapes of those people pretending to be FBI. They no longer have the emergency room surveillance. But I told her, I said, it was part of a federal investigation. And my ex was dating a retired judge's daughter in Ravenna, and the undercover police were the ones hurting me. And I thought they were FBI, and where I couldn't figure out why they were hurting me. I was afraid to say something. There was people with fake badges in there, and I'm not mad at your hospital, but I'd like you to give the surveillance to the police. She said, well, it's been over a year, and we don't have it. She said, but our staff will cooperate with the police. I said, well, they told your receptionist that the agency checked me, and they let them in the back with fake badges. She's like, okay. I said, and they told the doctor I was checked. I can tell you which one. She's like, okay. Our people will cooperate with the police if they come out. I said, I'm not mad at your hospital for letting them in the back at all. She's like, okay. And I said, because I was afraid to say anything because I thought it was FBI hurting me, and it was undercover police from Ravenna because my ex was dating a retired judge's daughter, so they were help hurting me. She said, if you can get the police to come out here, our staff will cooperate with them. Okay. And people are still not doing their job. It's remarkable. Will at the Canton FBI did create a real protective life case and listed me an informant, and a heavyset cop talked to Dave within a few days. He didn't know that idiot went to Paymer either. Okay. And it made it legal. That's the only time you can be in somebody's home. It's legal to be in somebody's home. You know, these people keep running around saying tape before it. They actually show it to a cop. They were stalking me in my home. They'll go to jail. A judge would look at them and say, she has a right to privacy. What the hell were you doing in her home? There's no such thing as a quarter watch. Somebody? Yeah, where they've already admitted shower scenes and drug confessions, and I had bruises and I was sick before I go, well, and pretended they're FBI using sodium pentothal. But you know the unique case. Just like they got the Amish men with the beards. It's a real protected life case. And they have these people dead to rights. The legal surveillance, September 27th, 18. Abusing the hell out of me. Like the Freemasons in Ravenna. With this case, they got those people dead to rights. Dead to rights. Maslin police work it. They watch my daughter-in-law, Dixie. And they drive around, trying to keep them away from their vehicles. Yeah. It's bad. I mean, this whole thing's sick. People walk around calling them bastards and everything else. Everybody knows about the shower scene and the drug confessions. And then they run around calling me bad names for some idiot stalking me, photoshopping a shower scene, and drugging me up and telling me to say something stupid, and I have bruises, and I've never talked to anybody. I have nothing above my name. Not a damn thing. Nope, never been questioned, never formally accused. Never prosecuted, and never found guilty. can't break in somebody's home and stalk them. Mm-mm. Can't do that. And you can't Photoshop shower scenes, and you can't drug them and tell them to say something stupid. Not even a little bit. And there's more than 10 telling on them to the police in this area. It's that sick. More people ought to be on the FBI submitted tip help Karen. It's common knowledge. They sold the police login. Oh, I went up to Ravenna. Police are driving around. Oh, I told them about them nailing my tires and glass in them. I said, I came up here and gave a statement. And I said, I all know you can hear me. I said, because even the bikers pulled in, even the police driving by, nobody found this funny. Because it bugged my car for the potential light case. And the police up there sold it. I told them how they nailed my tires and loosened the lug nuts and glassed them. It cost me $500. Some women walked by and tried to blame Will again from the Canton FBI. I'm tired of it. He didn't do anything. If you want to say he was negligent in this case, fine. But don't blame them. They had nothing to do with it. They had no clue. The last conversation I had with Will's secretary, Will, she seen that guy? The police up there better get a hold of this. They turned me over to the police protective custody, not knowing about the judge's daughter, not knowing they were illegally surveillance me, photoshopping me and drugging me, or they would have had to arrest their dumbasses per Department of Justice. You know, a judge, they would actually say they had it to him, he'd arrest him. He'd have to. Or he'd go to jail too. Yeah, they actually show it to another guy. Yeah. Do you realize that? It's the Department of Justice. Right to privacy. Illegal search and seizure, and for every civil right broke, it's 1 to 10 years, and it's not admissible. It's that stupid. And the ones that keep putting, someone at McDonald's today. Today's June 3rd, 22. McDonald's on Whipple. Right outside of Belgium. Somebody goes through the drive-thru. Steve, that tape. Well, Steve's wanted by the Massillon police for stalking him and Eric. They don't know who they are yet. Breaking in, watching me. Photoshopping with that elder African-American man with a short hop hat working for Michelle, the retired judge's daughter. Drugging me up and telling me to say something stupid. They're hardened criminals and terrorists. Last night was June 2nd. I went through Dunkin' Donuts in Louisville around midnight. Some kids were in there complaining. We told that Henry, none of this is funny. And they said, they told him she was a bad person, so he could do whatever he wanted to her. They said he's the one that cut up with my head. People know who he is, and they need to find out. You can't stab somebody in the neck and Jack the Ripper their head. They told him they didn't care. What people said, he had no right doing anything to me. No, he didn't, and I don't know him. It's stupid Jack the Ripper. You can't kidnap somebody and cut him up. I'm telling you, it's going to come down to retired Judge Pete and his wife and those goons. The group of men doing as many crimes as they can, hiring assassins, frame the wife. 5 judges framed and raped 41 lives before they were stopped. 6 to 20 years. 139 ruled over for friends and family, got 1 to 10 and $1 million fine. There's a judge in Florida just got arrested for human trafficking. And there was another case where a judge's daughter got the cops all wrapped up in crimes and they got arrested. You know, they get arrested all the time. They're not above the law. Not even a little bit. Oh, and the guy that went to Paymer, his car drove by me. He's up in Ravenna. Just saying. Seen his car. Just like it. These people run around like I can get in trouble and they can't get money. Yeah, I got money. I've never been questioned, never accused, never stood in front of a judge, never prosecuted, and never found guilty. Oh, that would have to happen first. And it's never going to happen. Because everybody knows they drugged me and told me to say stuff, and they photoshopped a shower scene. So it's never going to happen. And they know Melissa's kids lied. All the police know they lied. They're documented liars. My God, that bitch wouldn't quit lying during the case. She's friends with Auntie Shell. No, they got the kids lying on Thanksgiving 18 for making everything up. And they wanted the house for Auntie Shell. And all my family spoke highly of me. And my ex-husband defends me on 2 different tapes. You go to the kids, you go to the grandkids. I was getting sick on his drinks and where they're trying to kill me. I had him verify it in the legally bugged house and taped him also. They even said he roofied me. They even said it's not even my kids are even involved in this. That is just the people hurting me. Some ladies said they went to my kids, they didn't know anything about it. I bet. They would probably look at their dad. Are you crazy? Trying to kill Mom, Dixie and the baby, and Josh. You photoshopped her and drugged her up. You leave us the hell out of this. We don't want nothing to do with this. Just because you're dating a young little blonde thing? Yeah. People aren't thinking. They said it's just the people hurting me. Oh, and I guess there's somebody telling the FBI not to believe me. Would they grow up and do their job? They're framing them for crimes. And it's finally people have realized it's not that. That it's undercover police from Ravenna. Everybody thought it was them. I was scared to death of them. And I apologized on another day, but they told everybody they were agents from the agency stationed at the courthouse. And everybody fell for it. The case is called Karen Swell from the agency. No, it's the bad guys. It's called Karen Roundhouse. It's what the police in uniform call protected like custody for informant. And they have those people dead to rights if somebody pulled that case. Like the Amish men with parents.